Hi there, and welcome to the Easy Stock Investing course's first lesson. So this first lesson is called the PNW in Course Intro. So first, what is PNW? So the PNW stands for the Personal Net Worth. Now, why is the PNW important? Well, the answer to that is very simple. It's important for low-stress investing and low-stress wealth building. It's going to be very hard for someone to invest successfully and build wealth for the long term if they're constantly under duress and pressure from issues that large debts or difficult liabilities are causing for their personal financial situation. So because the PNW, Personal Net Worth, is so important, how do we calculate it? How can we figure it out so that you have an easy way to understand your own personal net worth to benefit your personal financial situation? Well, it's a very simple calculation. It's simply your total assets minus your total debts. So assets can be anything from stocks to real estate to gold to cash, and the debts could be anything from car loans to student loans to mortgage loans to credit cards. And so once you do that simple subtraction, you'll be left with a number, and that number will be your PNW, or personal net worth. It's easy to spell out the formula, but it's probably a little more tedious to take all those numbers, jot them down on paper, and calculate what the end result is. But I can assure you it is worth the time and effort to do so. That really is your first step toward a successful investing and wealth building journey. After you've calculated your PNW, personal net worth, you should also take your next step towards understanding your personal financial situation. And that next step is calculating your monthly cash flow. And that simple formula is just your total monthly income minus your total liability and total expenses. And that will leave you with a net number of what your total monthly cash flow is, positive cash flow that you have at your disposal at the end of every month. And that cash flow calculation is also very important, and it relates strongly to your investing situation, and we'll find out in a few moments why. But basically, completing this PNW calculation process will effectively help your overall market performance for the long term. So your market performance from your investments and trades that you make in the stock market rely heavily on having a stable financial situation and also stable cash flow. The style of investing that most beginners find success at is known as DCA, or the dollar cost averaging process. DCA, or dollar cost averaging, is the simple standardized monthly application of standard investment amounts from your savings into the stock market, or into any investment really that you are trying to build wealth with in the long term. So there is a unique connection between your PNW, your monthly cash flow, and your dollar cost averaging strategy for investing. The PNW gives you the low stress, security, and stability so that you are mentally prepared to start risking your money in the stock market. And your monthly cash flow calculation yields a number that tells you how much you can actually put towards your dollar cost averaging strategy to begin making investments with. So to conclude this video, I would just reiterate and re-emphasize the absolute importance of getting a handle on and grasping what your PNW net worth is, as well as calculating what your actual monthly cash flow is. Whether your monthly cash flow is fixed or variable matters not, because just to have some sort of idea of what kind of money you're working with and what kind of money from your savings or budget will be available for investing in the stock market, it is important to at least have some ballpark range of numbers that you know you can work with. And even if it's a very small amount, that is just fine, because getting started is usually the hardest part, and as your income grows and provides more disposable income in the future, you can always enlarge the amounts of money that you can spare toward investing in the stock market and building your long-term wealth. And if you have any questions or would like some help with any of this material from the first lesson here with the PNW and calculating cash flow and things of that nature, reach out to me here on the Teachable platform or send me an email and I'll do my best to help you out. Well, all right, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next lesson.